Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good myself. Still waking up a bit. The coffee is just not touching me. I woke up at like 8 or something and did like a couple wake ups actually today. But anyway, we're here. I did a little bit of coding right before this. I literally just closed out a Godot just now. But we're gonna do a little bit of Minecraft parkour. I don't know how to spell parkour is a problem. Parkour. Is it literally just, it's like park hour practice. Then game development. This is like a very specific group of people who would want to watch this stream. Holy crap. Minecraft. Let me go ahead and get a good Minecraft gift. Is there a creepy one with Jack Black? Oh, we got that awful sheep. Let's go. How was y'all's weekend? Hey, Lixa, thank you for the 54 months of support. That is a long ass time. It was chill. Good weekend. That's good. Got my shorts. Nice. Tilda bought me a new, oh, hey, Ego Angel. Thank you for the, how many months? 18 months of support? Thank you so much. No, 89. I was like, that can't be right. Hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and boot up Lunar. I miss the thick Herobrine as well. I miss it as well, man. I believe that Minecraft Island is actually, yeah, we need to switch to 2.1. Because they're on a newer version than Block Wars is. The issue that I've been having is that like I'm having a hard time in these Block Wars events, and I'm tired of doing badly. Luckily, no one's blamed me for the Red Comet's defeat. I don't think that realistically it is entirely my fault. It's just not entirely not my fault, you know? Thank you for the 22 months of support, No. Thank you for being cool, Count Cannoli. You just finished watching Space Marine 2? How was it? Did you enjoy it? Because I enjoyed the hell out of it. I don't know who I can get to play the multiplayer with, but I need to do that. I did better than last time, yeah. So someone did the math. I think someone did the math and it was like you go up by 3 to 6 places if you're on the same team as Feinberg. So like to me, that means that I didn't do better. I just got drug up by him. It's hard to say the team who came in second lost. I mean, yeah, but we did though, right? Let me go ahead and get it so that way I can see it. I enjoyed it. You seemed like a kid in Disneyland. I was. I mean, like, is Space Marine 2 the best game ever? No. But it is such a fucking solid Warhammer game. Like, it's one of the best Warhammer games. You seemed very happy. It's out of character. Oh, you're not wrong. Let's do this one. I'm gonna start off with this one, then I'm gonna do some like, you know, we'll do against people. I find it it is a chunky game, so it doesn't like to load. Okay, you can't just drop. You have to actually like I used to think that Dark Tide was one of the best Warhammer games, but they just kind of stopped giving a shit about it. And that was a problem. Yeah, I mean, I did do better with Feinberg directing me. Like, we did have a better time. And, you know, Joe Bart did really good with his FPS callouts. I feel like had I done better, had everyone done better, we would not be in a situation where we're down to just me versus Mysticat in a one-on-one. Whoever wins, like, seals it for the team. Like, that was, we should not have been in that place in the first place. And because we were, that made it. I mean, like, but the thing is, the points didn't matter. It was who won that last event, right? Updates on the orc racing game, it's effectively dead on arrival, because they just didn't market it, which is real sad because I feel like it deserves better than that. Like, it's a solid game, but yeah, it's just not. No one's gonna give a shit about it, and that's unfortunate because it definitely deserved better than that. The checkpoint noise is very loud. Oh, we... Hey, Crimps, how you doing? Oh, this is so weird, because the timing is a little bit random based on tick rate. But yeah, I don't think that the orc racing game is gonna get any love, which is unfortunate because, like, it's really solid. It's just not... I don't know. It's a solid game. I find it very unfortunate that, like, if you play, you're only going to be playing against bots. So, like, unlocking the one Speed Freaks unit that's in the game that I own IRL. Didn't you also want to finish the Space Marine Doomer shooter? I didn't actually enjoy that one. I found that one to be kind of frustrating. Speaking of frustrating, what the fuck with this? It's me stopping that's fucking me? I need to just... No, I don't. It's a solid game with a good developer, just they didn't spend any money on marketing. They just... I think it was like it took too long in the oven, and then by the time it was about to come out, it was coming out at the same time as Space Marine. And it's like, look, we can only... Yeah, I keep aiming for the block when it's already there, which is the incorrect thing. I need to aim for it when it's not there. Okay, I feel like I should have fallen there, but I will take it, because there were a couple where I felt like I should have made it, so... I also did real bad on the dropper. So, I mean, I guess, like, really the only thing that mattered there was, like, I didn't drag my team down. It was actually literally the last event that's the only thing that mattered. Because, like, they didn't account for, like, the overall score differential between our team and their team. Because if they had, we had more points than they did at the end. So it doesn't matter how, like, good I did in the parkour segments or anything like that. Like... Yeah, it actually doesn't matter. The only thing that mattered was the do better at Counter-Strike. So whatever the final event is something that I should practice. Because I could practice this shit, but what actually changes whether or not you win the fucking game or not is the last event exclusively. Is it, sorry if I talk too much about Warhammer. You're in my chat, dude. That's my line, not yours. Okay, but is it legal to have a self-insert a figure shaped painted to look like yourself? It's the rule of my dudes. My dudes are like, the Warhammer universe is intentionally big enough that kind of anything goes. Like, so basically, if you want, you could totally throw your OC in there. There are like generic captains or whatever. You know, like you can have a generic Chaos Lord or a generic like Demon Prince, but like what's that specific Chaos Lord's name? It's not, you know, one of the ones from the books. It's just Chaos Lord, right? Well, who the fuck is that Chaos Lord? What's his story? Why is he here? Well, that's your dudes, and so then it's your responsibility to have a name for your dudes. Do you need them? No, but by having your dudes... Really now? Really? Out you go, then. The void. I'm gonna go for easy, actually, because this is not working. And I look at that, and I'm like, I don't think I understand it, so I'm just gonna not. I mean, this is pretty hard for me. That was Herman. He wanted to leave. He was at the door crying at it because he couldn't get out. So I let him out immediately. He knows to just yell at the door if he wants out. Like, we have, like, an understanding between the two of us on how doors and such work. But yeah, not only is it okay to have a self-insert, it is somewhat expected. Well, somewhat expected that you at least have lore for all your dudes. And so just having a self-insert is acceptable, yes. As much as it is anything else, you know, any other media that, you know, accepts self-inserts. There was, I think it's Tabletop Titans has, like one of their sub things, because, you know, they're streamers who do exclusively Warhammer content, right? So one of their things is like for their Death Watch team, right? You remember Titus being part of the Death Watch right at the start of Space Marine 2, right? So it's people from different chapters, but they're all being given like the respect of like as if they're in a secret special chapter. So basically they did that for their subs, that they would make you know, you would tell them which, you know, chapter you're from, and then they'd paint up a little dude for you, and they'd all have names, you know. Twitch chat itself keeps connecting. Weird. Good morning, Where Ducky. So I've got lore for my dudes. My chaos guys. They are word bearers, but they take a lot of inspiration from. We get some practice in. Yeah, I don't like being this bad at parkour. Assuming that keeping a Wario headed. Yeah, though some people won't want to play with you if you have a Wario like guy, because like it, I don't know, it's kind of fucking weird. But like some people are like, that's fucking hilarious, I went in. You know what I mean? That was an awful time. Advance is 16 minutes. I went, wait, no, 5 minutes. They really need to add a build a church option. Yeah, you say that, but like... Really though? Where's isn't there a like challenge mode like the arcade? Am I in the wrong place? Yeah, I was in the wrong place. I need to be back here. First person platforming looks really painful. We're gonna do maybe 2 attempts at this, depending on how long it takes for me to get in the queue. And we'll go from there and see if we can get good. If we can only get one game queued, then like those overly horny players that give all the female characters massive cakes. Yeah, exactly. It's access with ticket daily challenge. Oh. Oh, that's a navigate. Oh, I see. Well, I don't want to use a quest log. I want to... You do not have enough tickets. You can buy more from the dojo Ticketmaster. I would assume that's this guy. No? Daily quest meters? Experience from getting different... Oh, okay. This is like... Okay. I did see someone on Reddit who used anime figurines as greater demons of Slanesh. It's fitting, but not don't. I did this one before the event, so we're gonna see if I can get a better time. Fuck. Can I just like restart? Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna fuck up that early, I don't really want to use that time. It was okay. I could have done that better. I mean, there's some people who are always going to be better at me at parkour, and I don't care to beat them because just... I mean, I've literally just described a person who can kick my ass. Alright, let's do the competitive thing now. We'll probably just do one of these. Parents, my parents aren't home and the door is unlocked. Start running then, bitch. I think I want to go left first. Yeah, so there are like multiplayer games. There aren't official rules for more than 2 players, excluding if you want to do horde mode, which is PvE co-op. Fuck! I didn't even think about taking the high road until I saw someone do it. Fuck! I just don't want to take damage. What is this? I don't like taking damage while I'm in the air because it fucks up my jump. But yeah, I have played in like events where we had like just however many people you can have on the board. I posted a Twitter link the other day that's just like all the different information you need to know about how to Warhammer. I'm gonna try and get a better time on this one, then we'll stop and switch to probably art. I start panicking when I start taking damage. Yeah, that's probably true. Honestly, I would recommend probably just playing on Tabletop Sim because the prices for Warhammer shit has just been going through the roof. And unless if you're really, really interested in like painting and assembling figures or going and playing in person, I don't see a point. Like, you don't need to. And me personally, I'm having a hard time justifying GW's prices. They did have like a Titus statue out in celebration of the game coming out next to some bridge in London, but I think that's probably all they really did as far as practice goes there. How are the cats? The cats are doing good. Abby is a crybaby whiner. However, she has a friend, namely Tilda's friend, who comes over sometimes to to hang out, and there we go. And Abby really likes her, so like every time she comes over, like Abby is like, "Hello, friend, we're hanging out." Hitting control in area. Have you ever tried playing third person for parkour? I don't think that that is a good idea. Could be a good idea. Is there something I'm missing here? Like, yeah, I'm practicing on Minecraft Island because that's what Feinberg suggested to do. And Feinberg is good at this game, so I assume he knows what he's talking about. There is a Mysticat server for practicing, but I don't know. This is fine. The Mysticat server sometimes gets shut down, so he can use it for recording YouTube videos. Meanwhile. He does good videos. I get to wake up and immediately watch Rev live. Yeah, that's the way I want it to be, is like, I want to be able to like be live from like the moment that you're like at work till like you get home. So I can be like, the thing that you put on in the background while you're at work, so you don't have to actually like be fussing with it, but you can still have interesting content, hopefully. So, and then you don't have to pause it, so if your boss is like there, then like you can just ignore this. And it's like, it can seem dry enough, and if I'm doing coding, actually, I just realized I can make it look like you're watching videos on how to do shit in code if you work at a coding job, and be like, yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm working on some stuff. That is wild. That feels so weird. Holy shit. I got under 5 minutes. That's good. Please don't do coding within the next like 30 minutes. No worries. Yeah, no, I won't. I'll wait until you come back from your coding thing. Finish all medals. Okay. So to get expert completion, I need to do it again. The chains were satisfying, they were. I mean, Giga is one of my enemies in Minecraft, but like also I've got my own ass to beat. So it's like, I mean, I was able to beat her like on which group? Like, I think her group did win, right? Was she on that? No, she wasn't. But she is legitimately like fucking insane. Like she's fucking cracked, I'll be real. Like when it comes to like anything that like isn't straight up Minecraft, she's good. Like if it's like a extraction or something like that, like she will kick your ass because she's a legitimate like actual gamer. I'm sorry to tell her that. You just need to train this so much that you can do this without thinking. Yeah, and I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to train specifically for this course, not for parkour. Does that make sense? Like, am I getting better at parkour or am I getting better at this course? Do I have to do the bonus challenges in order to get, I would bet you I do. God, that's a lot. I'm gonna just do the medium one this time. Fuck. Oh, we're gonna need music for the montage? It's kind of weird there's no music, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's all movement tech, and that's the idea, is that like regardless of what event I'm gonna be doing, getting good at Minecraft parkour is gonna be like functionally helpful. Like if I can just get better at movement, that's all like this is for. It's not really for parkour. It's just, you know, this is the easiest way to practice Minecraft movement. Complex Minecraft movement is that last one. I'm like jumping before I have it lined up, and I'm just hitting a jump. But I did do some work on coding over the last little bit. Like I have stuff to show you. It's just unfortunate that none of it is like graphically that interesting looking. That last one is fucking me. The Minecraft version of Eye of the Tiger, Eye of the Spider. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, fuck it. Alright. I feel like that Wukong game fell off within the range of a week. So I read something from the developer of Space Marine 2 that was saying that they think that games like Concord or whatever the fuck it's called, like games that are live services are on the way out. Like, and games that are just a game that you can beat within like a short time window that maybe have some good like multiplayer content in the style of like Space Marine or whatever. I mean, like we used to have stuff like Halo, and people would nut over the fact that Halo had a short little single player campaign and then it has this nice multiplayer that you can, you know, really sink your teeth into, right? And people are fucking fine with that, or they were. So why can't we do that again instead of live service games that nobody actually really wants? Though I did think of a live service. I've been thinking up other ideas for games, and most of them are very bad ideas. Like I thought up an idea for a live service game. And the game does what it essentially asks for your opinion on things. Then, like, what do you think will happen with the presidential race or whatever? And we put that information together, and then we see what the actual result was, and then we just see percentage wise how good the people who are taking part in this game are good at predicting things. And then we use that as a variable to determine whether or not they're going to be right. And we go, look, the players of this game are like 50% sure that this is going to happen, or like 90% sure, and they're about 60% accurate to actually pull this off. So, like, you should trust them that this has a pretty decent chance of happening because they're usually pretty accurate on it. Or they're fairly inaccurate, so they're gonna probably be wrong. And it's essentially just the way that war games are simulated. I watched a really interesting thing from the guys behind Shut Up and Sit Down. And it was discussing how war games were invented by a German general in World War II, and then that became like a thing, and then a guy by the name of H.G. Wells decided to make a version of it that was casual, that he could play with his Napoleonic War miniatures that he had, and that's the reason that we have Warhammer. It's a really interesting video. But the reason I'd want that thing to be a live service is the value of the live service is literally what makes it actually function, right? Like, the idea is that it only works because people are submitting their predictions or whatever. Have you streamed The Plucky Squire? I have not. We're not making a better time this time, no. So that's interesting. I had an idea for another game, but I realized that it would most likely just end with me getting canceled because the concept is a little too spicy, I think. The idea is it's a dating game, but on like the 11th hour, you realize that she's like significantly younger than you to the point that it's like creepy, and that she's like underage, basically. And you can decide whether or not you want to like back off now that you know that, or you can take your shot. And if you take your shot, it's revealed that the entire time you weren't actually playing as the main character. It's like you're playing as like a SWAT team officer who takes him out and just like uses his brain as a meat crayon on the side of the building, and then you just die. It's like mission complete. Good job, everybody. But you only know that if you decide to be a creeper. And it's like, well, essentially you've just got like a game that's made for creepers up until the last moment. So who's gonna enjoy this? Pretty much no one, because people who aren't creepers are gonna think that this is a creeper game. And people who are, you know, people who are not creepers are going to think it's a creeper game, and people who are not people who are creepers are going to think that it's a creeper game and then get upset. I mean, I guess I basically just like steal money from creepers there, but also I'd be the guy who makes the game where you find out that you're dating a child, which is kind of bad. I really just wanted to have like a joke based on take your shot, and that was what I figured out. Yeah, it's pretty much impossible to pull off that idea without looking like an absolute creep. And I don't know, YouTubers and I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on TV. Let me put it that way. I mean, neither does Dr. Disrespect anymore. I'd have to be very... Well, the other thing is that if it's going to be told actually as like a... I mean, the other interesting thing about it is it's a third-person perspective game. Or, yeah, third person. KJB, thank you for the 28 months of support. It's like the anti-Lolita of sorts. Like, where you slowly do get to be sympathetic towards the main character, but at the end, instead of going, and that's a good thing, at the end you go, and you're an asshole. Because I think some people read Lolita and they go, oh, that's not that bad. And those people need to be shot. Lolita is one of those books that I just don't think I'll ever read. I don't need that energy, man. The main character is supposed to be a monster, and he is. It's just, you know, some people don't see him as one. We're done. We're done. We're done doing this. I fucked up. I right-clicked, and I shouldn't have. I need to just not have it on that. Having this guy in front of me is actually really helpful because he's setting a pace for me to emulate. Yes, the leaves are changing. It's very nice. Yeah, Lolly and Lolicon, I think they share a similar root, but they are not related. As a kid, a teacher told me I was just like Holden. Isn't that very bad? Oh, yeah, if you mean the fashion, like, yeah, I think that, you know, that's different as well. I forget why it's called that. But the fashion thing is very much kind of the opposite of that. It's not trying to dress like a cute little girl to attract older men. It's for yourself. So you're not you're not dressing for creepers. Fuck! That's such a rough one to do. The Catcher in the Rye is... I don't know. I haven't read it, actually. Lolita was an actual name before someone made a book out of it. I mean, yeah, and it's one of those names that it's just like, if you name your kid that, like, you need to have Child Protective Services come in and check on that kid. Apparently there's a big culture. Yeah, I know people who are into Lolita stuff. And like there's subgenres of it. You can do like goth Lolita, you can do like candy, you can do all sorts of shit. I think that Minecraft parkour is exactly the kind of thing where you play something else over it. Lolita is a perfectly fine name in Russian. It is not here, I'll tell you that. We've done easy already. Let's do medium. I think we can do medium. We can't do medium. No, we've done medium. We need to do hard. Monster Prom 4 when it comes out? I could if y'all want. Oh god. How am I... You're supposed to make a jump across? I don't know how you can... I don't think you can make a jump from one side to the other. Like, I gotta do like a 90-degree turn halfway. Okay. No? Like, as soon as it appears, I need to stop and turn. That's the trick. You can't... I can't make that jump. What the fuck? Okay. That's the trick, is it? I don't get it, man. We're all stuck here. Oh, good for you. I am sprinting, yeah. I'm holding down control. Rev leaning with his jumps to think that it gets him farther. It makes me feel better, okay? I can't do anything else to make this work. Fuck. I'm also, like, dancing on the edge of the thing, and they're going, like... They jump to the wall and then back again. I don't think I can beat this one. I legitimately don't know how. Like, I see it. I see how. I'm just bad at it. I don't think that I'll have to practice this specific kind of parkour. I think this is too hardcore for an event similar to Block Wars. Jumping might be resetting your momentum. No, it's actually when you stop jumping that you reset your momentum. Like, is there a way to just, like, run this? Like, fucking... You know what? We're leaving the server. Fuck this. Oh well. Alright, well, let's do a little art. Because I need to do art for Arcade this week. Let me know when you hear this. I'll flick the switch. Easy, type no clip. Alright. Flicking the switch on after hours. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna do some art for my game. 3, 2, 1, pop.